Hello and welcome. Ignorant Norman here, and we're about to go live. Well, we are live now with Baldur's Gate. This is the original edition. I will be doing the enhanced edition at some point, but I wanted to start with this version because this is the classic version I know as a kid, and it's one of my favourite games of all time. I said that about Final Fantasy VII, and that is one of my favourite games of all time, but this is a staple of my childhood. I actually got into the game slightly late. Reason being was that it wasn't until I was about 15 I got into a game called Warhammer, and a lot of the guys down there used to do D&D. They used to do live D&D, so we used to go to cabins in the woods and actually do proper roleplay based off D&D. And that's when I started looking at this game. I was really bad at it first time. Died so many times. I like to think I'm a bit of a master at it now, but I'm sure there's people a lot better than me. Anyway, let's watch the intro movie and we'll go from there. I think that's the best thing to do. So let's watch this intro movie. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. When you gaze long enough into the abyss also gazes into you. Does not become a monster. When you gaze long enough into the abyss also gazes into you. Good old 1998 graphics. They did polish a lot of this up for the enhanced edition.
Will be the last, and you will go first.
There are others. I can show you, please. Please.
Be right back. And away we go. So this is it, guys. Baldur's Gate 1. Original edition. As much as I really like the enhanced edition, which did kind of... So what I like about the enhanced edition is definitely the cleaned up graphics. I don't like the way that they redid the cutscenes. They're very still and they're not really cutscenes, so to speak. They're more still photography. So yeah, quite like that. But here we go, we're ready to go, and this should be fun. So, question is what character we're going to create? Just going to make sure that all the options are fine. Contrast, brightness, yeah, that should be fine. That's done. Gameplay, auto pause. Weapon unusable, just in case it breaks. Character death, enemy sighted, trap found. I don't need end of round and all that stuff, or character attacks, that should be fine. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. This should be good. Oh, I can't wait. So, single player. New game. So one of the things I've played this game like quite a few times, and one of the things that I've never really been is female in this. I wonder. I think the only problem with being female is it changes a lot of your love interest options later on. So I'll stick with male, and what I might do is when I do the enhanced edition, I might go female in that one. That's probably a better one to do. So we're going to be male, and we need a character portrait. Now, I'm probably going to be a fighter thief, so I'm going to use a portrait that's kind of represents that. And I want to try and avoid portraits of characters that I'm going to use during the game. If that makes sense. So like, I don't want to choose the same portrait as Khalid because that will look daft, that there'll be two portraits like that. That's fightery thiefish. It's definitely fightery thiefish. That's definitely bad, but you could probably get away with that being... He's just looking up to the stars. That's Keevan's. Min's. I think they added some new portraits for the enhanced edition. I could have used a custom portrait actually. That's interesting. I'm not gonna. So I think I know which one I'm gonna choose now. Looking at all these. I kinda like this one. It's always fun. Yeah. Race. Half elves have a resistance to charm and sleep. They also have infravision. They may advance in any class. Actually, no, back. I think I want to be a half elf because I want to dual class. Although now I'm being a halfling. Interesting. I don't know here. Shall I be a halfling for a change? Let's go back. Is there any deficits for being a halfling here? See, that's the problem. The fighter, the lack of strength. You're very skilled with use of a bow and longsword, receiving +1 hit to their hit rolls. Incur a penalty to their constitution. We'll go half elf. You don't really lose anything for that. You don't gain anything either, so it is what it is. I've got a viewer here. Hello. Oh, I did have a viewer. Hello, vegan. So yes, so multi-class and gonna be fighter thief. The reason for that is Imoen will not be a thief for very, very long. I will be doing the thieving. Alignment. It's been a long time, so I'm going to read these because I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I would say that my actions are guided by my moral compass, and to be completely fair, I will try and do things. I have little use for laws and regulations because I will be thieving. So let's be chaotic good. Abilities. Right, so the way that D&D in this edition works is abilities are done on a basis, hello Vega, on the basis of 6 dice rolls for 6 stats, and you roll 4 dice and you take the 3 highest. So we're going to re-roll this because that's pretty average. No. I'm not going to overdo it where I just have like the best stats ever, but I want a decent base here. See, I don't want to dump charisma or intelligence, so that's pretty good. We'll store that for now. Strength of 17 is quite good. Dex 14. Oh, the wisdom is taking a knock, but I don't really need wisdom that much. Store that for now. That's a bit more like it. So I could dump some intelligence, add that to my charisma, dump some wisdom, add that to my oh no, my constitution is shite. I don't want massive stats. I don't want like a full set of like 16s or all like that. That'll just OP the game. That's a bit more like it. Right, let's dump some intelligence here. And dump some more wisdom. Add a constitution. Definitely add to dex. Add to strength. Add to dex. I'm going to dump another one of those each. And I'm a strength of 17, a dex of 17, a constitution 14. Should be fine. I'm happy with that. Hello, Ignorant Northerner. Hello, Vega. I always want to play this one. Have you never played it? Or have you only played the Enhanced Edition? Because this is the original. I will be doing Enhanced at some point, but I really like the original edition. It's one of my favourite games of all time, this. I was so bad as a kid. I did not know how to play D&D when I first played this. So I had no clue what I was doing or whatsoever. So, yeah. It's one of those things, innit? I can't believe you've never played this game. Like I said, or this version. So, this is, by the way, it's the 2.2 version, so it won't be running as slow as Baldur's Gate 1. I have merged the files through Baldur's Gate 2 for the slightly better animations and the definitely faster walking speed, because the walking speed in this is dirt slow if you play the original. Do I dump one charisma for constitution? I'll dump a charisma for constitution, it should be fine. Yeah, that'll do. Skills. Alright, first of all, open locks. I can't drop anything, can I? Not sure. Right, I'll have open locks first. Find traps. I don't need to worry about to begin with. Although that is something I will have to work on very soon. And skills. So being a fighter thief, one of the beauties of this is I can backstab with a long sword. So yeah, let's have 2 in long sword. And I'm probably going to end up using 2 long swords, possibly. And because they're OP in this, I think we're definitely going to go with longbows as well. We can always sort some more out later. Appearance. Keep my hair brown. Keep my skin light. I'll add a bit of colour. Ooh, no. Major green. Yeah, that's alright. I like that. It's not really going to matter because you can have loads of armour on. So. And we need a voice.
To battle and victory! Death to you all! Your life ends here.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Time for a bit of rough and tumble.
Let's do this quick and pain.
Let's do this quick and pain. Yeah, that's kind of my guy. Let's do this quick and painful with a backstab to the back of your neck. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Right then, name. I'm always terrible at naming characters. I never think of a good name. Viga! I played the newest ones for video games. I want to buy this one. I prefer the original tabletop RPG style. Yeah, I do as well. Viga, as you're the only one watching right now, I will give you the opportunity to name this character. But please, nothing ridiculous or lewd or anything like that. Yeah. So think of a good. I want two names. So I want a first name and a surname. See if you can think about good. I might mod it a little bit, but yeah, I'll give you that opportunity. Interacting with the viewers. That's what it's all about. I'm not going to choose any names. Yo, no, neither am I. Tell you what, Felix. Light fingers, because he's a thief. I've just made that up, by the way. Felix Lightfingers, or Lightfinger, yeah, because he's thief. What do you think of that one? It just came to me at the top of my head. I think it's as good a name as any. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, cool. It's as good a name as any that I could make up, so yeah. And I'm not going to mess with the biography or anything like that. So we're going to accept. And let's begin.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress kept in strict
Thanks for joining us here today, Viga. If you do like the stream, please give it a follow at some point.
It is secluded,
You don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you do. If you are enjoying
hallowed
it.
halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father,
Got my
he
water.
has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters,
Water?
lovers and
That's
infidels,
very British of me.
battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort
Unlike
is the
most
knowledge
setups,
that he is a
Viga,
wise
I'll wait till
man,
this is finished.
and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Thank you for the follow, Viga. You'll probably see a cacti dancing because my first stream was Final Fantasy VII, so I set up that alert box for that. what were I gonna say? Yeah, so this game, I'm gonna get it done anyway. I'll wait for the music to stop. So yeah, this game, I'm fairly good at, or at least I'd like to think I'm fairly good at. So if you've never played this before, this might be a bit of a, I don't know, this might be a bit of a spoil in a way, because there will be certain things that you'll notice I do that most in the first playthrough that you wouldn't normally do because you wouldn't know about. But hey, it's the name of the game. I like to keep my bar there because I do like to see the attack rolls, but I might lower it for the dedication of the stream here, and you may hear the odd clicking. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying, the alert box is from a Final Fantasy VII, hence the cacti dancing. But yeah, thank you for the follow. So yes, so basically he's given us a bit of money. As we'll check his inventory there, I've got 170 gold. And the amount of gold you get depends on your class. So if you're a fighter or a thief, you'll get a specific amount of money, whereas mages get the less money. Blah de blah de blah, blah de blah de blah. Character pane. This has got all my stats, my reputation, my number of attacks per round, all the usual stuff, my backstab damage, which will come in useful later on. I do like to backstab later in the game, quite a bit. And like I said, one of the bonuses of being a fighter thief is you can backstab with a longsword for massive amounts of damage. This is your journal, gives you all your quests. Obviously there's no really here at the moment. These are your spells, but obviously being a fighter thief, I have no spells. Map, and back to the beginning. So this is the candle keeping. So let's go, let's have a nip in here. These green dudes, these I'm going to avoid talking to these. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely Final Fantasy VII is the other stream that I do. I kind of do it on alternative days, so if you're interested, you can come and see that. I've just basically in Final Fantasy VII, I've got out of Midgar and I'm just in Calm. I've just finished the Cloud story in that, so yeah, drop in and view that if you ever get time. So yeah, these green dudes, these guys just teach you how to play the game. I know how to play the game, so I'm going to avoid them because it's just long-winded. But you may, if you're first time playing, you may want to have a talk to these guys. I'm gonna, right, so here's a setting that I want to change right now. A tooltip delay. I want it a little bit down because I like to be able to see the tooltips pretty quicker. There we go. This guy's Firebead Elvenair. What a name. See what he wants.
It's hard
looks like he wants to talk to me.
Decent folk nowadays.
I don't know whether I should voice it or not. Screw it, I will. Yes. I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Beregost was more hazardous than I cared to relate. You're Gorian's ward, aren't you? I have a name, by the way. It's called Felix Lightfinger. My, you have come into your own. Would you permit an old man jealous of you to say so? I left an identifier scroll with Tetherol in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Well, I would assume you're going to give me something for that, so yeah. So that updates his quest, and your journal will have a quest. In Enhanced Edition, it's a little bit easier to look through your quests because you don't have to... Yeah, you've got tabs for it, but anyway. Who are you? Winthrop! Oh yeah. I'm going to pretend that I know Winthrop because our character's lived in this place for a while, so this is Winthrop. He's quite a jolly innkeeper, and his hotel is clean as an elven's arse.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Yeah, I don't know how clean an elven arse is, but hey, his hotel that. Well, hello there, young one. Come visit the old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 5,000 gold piece entrance fee. You're a big kidder, Winthrope. It gets funnier nearly every time, especially if you actually had some decent jokes. I'm just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. The monks may be walking around with poles in their nithers. Yeah, so basically the monks have no sense of humour whatsoever. The monks! They're not gonna. Although, as a monk, I'm sure they can fight well. So let's see what we can buy off of them. We can rest for various prices. The difference between resting 8 gold and peasant is very simple. Early on, it makes no difference whatsoever. But later on, the higher the room, the more HP you recover per rest. So, but the reason I'm here is I want to buy a couple of items with my 170 gold things. Not usable because I need a strength of 18. Well. Do I take the longbow or do I take a short sword? I'm going to take a short sword, no, a long sword for now. And I'm going to need some armour. If I was to choose metal armour, it would... Yeah, see, it says not usable by a thief. It would disable my thief skills. So we're going to go with studded leather for now. Because I need my thievery skills. You can be kind of dick about the game and just... I use backstab and stuff a lot, but if you were just going to lockpick and thing, you could just literally take the armour off people and put it back on. It's kind of cheating, I suppose. We'll have a helmet, because it always stops crits. I'm not sure. It says it's not usable by a thief, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't disable my thief skills. And then I've got 117 gold left. Actually, that's not bad. So technically, I can still afford a longbow. And I'll buy some arrows. Yeah, it hasn't disabled my thief skills because it will tell you here. I'm gonna have a longbow. I'm gonna have a longsword. That sells for nothing, so I'm gonna throw that. Oh, this is the only problem with the non-advanced edition. In the enhanced edition, you can stack these up to 80, so you can have a lot more arrows at once. Saves you going back and forth quite a bit, but we'll deal with that. I'm going to use a sword for now, because most of the enemies that I will meet will be in my face. And I'm down to 2 gold, so I can't I can afford a room for the night. Anyway, this is locked. Right, so the thing about lockpicking is, make sure you've got nobody in sight. Couple of spells, some gold. If there is somebody in sight, they will call the guards, and then you're in trouble. Pretty much. Things that are not locked though, you can loot from, whether there's people there or not.
No time to chit-chat.
Sorry, but my wife and I would like some time alone. Isn't that right, lovey? Well, get a room then.
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person.
Want some time alone, get a room. I'm gonna go upstairs.
I'm there.
Again, sleeping people, if they're asleep, you can lockpick as well, because they're not alerted to you. I'd also say with lockpicking, keep an eye out for people. Can you switch between classes of the character throughout the game? No, once you've selected your class, that is it. Have you played D&D before? I don't know if you've ever played D&D before. You can, like I say, you can multi-class, which is what I'm doing, which shares the experience between 2 classes. Thief obviously will level up before Fighter. Or you can dual class, which is where you can So I suppose technically you can. So with dual class, you can. With dual class, you can start off as, I will show you with the second character that I'm going to get soon, is you can start off as one class and then choose to become another class. And the way that works very simply is you'll gain so many levels. Let's say let's say you're a thief, yeah, and you're, yeah, basically. So if you were a thief and you were level 3 and then you decided to become a mage, you can choose to become a mage. Only humans, you've never played the tabletop in paper, fair enough. So as I'll say, if you're a thief and you're level 3 and you decide you wanted to dual class, which only a human can do, by the way, so you'd have to choose a human character to do this, you can choose to get another class. You will stop learning, I've already been in that one. You will stop learning the requirements in that class. He's sleeping. And you will start learning then your mage stuff. When you reach level 3, i.e. the same as your thief class, you will then gain all your thief abilities back and you can use them at the same time. I hope that made sense. If you stick around, I will show you it in person, because the second character is a person called Immerwin. You're going to meet her in a little sec, so I'm not really spoiling out. And yeah, she, I don't like, because she's a thief, and I'm a thief, I don't need her to be a thief. Oh, lockpick failed. Oh, god damn it. And we're hoping to be able to open that lock. There's actually something really nice in there, but I think you have to be a dedicated thief to do it. Maybe it's my low intelligence that made me not better. Anyway, screw it. Right, this guy's here. And that's locked, so we're going to leave that one. And this guy is awake as well, so we're going to leave him. Although we'll have a word.
Away with you, beggar.
Oh, I certainly hope there's an explanation for your intrusion. Just getting to know the neighbours. Oh, whatever. Most of them don't have anything worthwhile to say. So we're going to head back down. Right.
Must be done.
That's the quarterstaff that I left, actually, before I do anything.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Yeah, so you keep telling me when for up. You keep telling me it's clean. I don't know how clean, like I said, an elven arse is, but yeah. Sell that. We've got a potion of clarity, actually, that's pretty good. Certain items you can't sell to set things. You can get rumours by having a drink. So if the first time you're playing this game, if you're unsure about where to go or what to do, actually having a drink will definitely give you hints on where to go. Luckily I know where, and you can pickpocket. My pickpocket skill's minimal, and chances are, because he's a well-established inn owner, he will work out that I pickpocket him and the guards will be called. So this is more of a tutorial area, so I like to go around in a nice clockwise fashion.
Not a concern.
As a watcher. There's not a lot you can do here, but there's a couple of small things that you can get, a bit of XP, and just some basic learning about the game if you've never played it. Which you can like mosey on pretty quickly, because there's not a lot to this first section. Like I say, it's more of a tutorial area, even though this game gives you a separate tutorial. Yes, because people leave gold in bottom of barrels all the time. That's the bunkhouse, that's the barracks. So we'll go in the barracks. And we'll have a word with Fuller here.
This is worth it. I should have joined the army.
Oh, what a mead-filled night. That hull is just too much. Poor Sep had to go man the gate this morning. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you? Do you have any errands I could do with the money? Need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you can get some, I'll reimburse you. A few coins in it for yourself. Cool. I'm also gonna open this. This is an antidote. And Hull's longsword. Because he left it. Technically, I'm not supposed to know that yet. And you'll meet Hull. I forget where I had to go. Yeah, totally. Yeah, so basically, Hull had a heavy night. And they were out drinking, and he had to go man the gate with a hangover, and he forgot his sword and a potion that he promised to somebody. Hull's like over here somewhere, and actually, if I do the map, Hull's like somewhere over here, and he'll tell you this, and it basically makes you walk all the way back. I'm just cutting out that bit of walking. What I am going to do though is nip back quickly and get those crossbow bolts for Fuller, because I'd completely forgotten about that little quest, and I should have bought them when I was here. It's been a little while, so I'm not going to remember every little detail, although I should remember a lot of it. I've played it enough times.
I'm willing. My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Yes, you've got some really weird thing about elven asses. I don't know, that's my stuff. So we're going to find some crossbow bolts. There we go. Gold coin, so not breaking the bank. Gold coin, gold piece, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, not really breaking the bank there at all, to be fair. So, once you've opened the area, you can just click straight to it, or you can use the map and just go ding, ding, and then go and click to the area, especially if it's a long way away. Like any RPG, it's worth searching everywhere and finding as much stuff. So, hello Fuller.
I should have joined the army.
There you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. So I gained 50 XP for that, and I gained 10 gold. So I lost 1 gold and gained 10. So yeah, it's a profit of 9 gold. Not the worst thing that I've ever had to suffer.
Yeah, I'll see.
And the experience, because I'm multi-class, the experience that I'll get is divided twice. So I got 49 in each, because I did. What else did I do? I can't remember. I did something else. Oh, it was a lot picking. It was a lot picking that gave me a few more. But yeah, the 50 experience is half, so it would have been 25 each. If you're a single class, you'd get all 50, obviously. Right. Bunkhouse. Okay. Let's go check out in here. Did I open that? Nope, but there's nothing in it, so... One of the easiness of this game is you can just literally play it with a mouse. The only thing that you need the keyboard for is like Q for quick save, because quick save is really required in this game a lot. Hello, you're Ryan's little whelp, aren't you? You match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. What do you mean? I am. Do I know you? I'll not be here long, so it doesn't matter. And you'll not be either. I'll deliver your skull and I'm set for life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Deliver my skull? What's this all about? I've got it on auto pause because you do have to... This game is not just like fight. You have to set up specific attacks, especially later on. And there's so much missing early on in this game. Level 1 is so bad. It's like, miss, 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 miss. Miss, miss. Using a ranged at this point would give me a minus because he's in my face. But yes, we hit him. Finally. And yeah, it gets a bit tedious like this one. Yeah, the map quality is really good. In fact, a lot of the graphics are very good. I actually, due to the fact that I've got the 2.2, I've got unsupported resolutions that I can use. But when I did a test stream earlier, because it's unsupported, it skipped every so often. So I can't use the updated resolution. Maybe when I do the enhanced edition. This guy's got a dagger, and it doesn't explain why he was after me or trying to kill me, but sure, we'll find out at some point. But basically, there's people out to kill me. Nice. It sounds like there's some kind of price on my head. And I got 20 XP for slapping him around.
I'm there.
Nobody will say out, so we'll just... Oops. No, Mouse is having a bit of a fit there. Mouse, stop. I'll tell you what. I know how to resolve the mouse problem. Yeah, use something that's a little less shiny. Optical mouses for you. Right, there we go, that's better. So watch, who's this guy?
Our rules are very strict.
Garayan has asked me to teach you the finer arts of fighting. Garayan's in a hurry, I don't have time. So basically, they'll teach you how to fight in a group. I know. So I'm gonna say no to that. Basically, you can go in here at some point and it will teach you how to fight in a group, which you'll do a lot more of later, but yeah, it's not necessary. I'm a bit of a completionist, so I do like to open up like all areas of the map. And this should be Hull. Yeah, this is Hull. Hull! Hey kid, I woke up late this morning and left my sword in the barracks. Obviously, as if I had a psychic knowledge of that, and I picked it up. If you want to go get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed at the right side of the barracks. Quick now before the gate warden catches me without it. You also need to find the antidote. I think Dreppin needs one for old Nessie, which I picked up as well. So, future knowledge. Took your sweet time. Actually, how did I take the sweet time? I was right next to you, holding up the sword going, is this yours? Didn't you? Grind's a fool for trying to bring you up right, and you could tell him I said so too. Whoa, well, it's a bit harsh. But it didn't know any better. I'd say the whole Iron Crisis is a result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. You asked me to go get it, you. 10 gold. I only got 10 GP for it. You ungrateful little kid. If I was stronger at backstabbing, I would backstab you right now. Actually. No, hiding shadows failed. Oh well. I'm pretty sure backstabbing him would cause me one hell of chaos if I tried it. This is the entrance to Candle Keep, but we can't get out yet. Oh. Main gate, authorised personnel only. It's quite a protected place. So, yeah. I would, yeah. Ungrateful bar stewards. Just can't remember if there's any hidden hideals. Oh! This is, Revor. Revor's, he's kind of funny in a way. He gives you odd jobs.
Why Moradin's hammer?
I thought I should clean the rats out yesterday. Hop to it, get in there. Yeah, okay. Just Garayan, you know, like changed all my plans. So, you know. Yeah, basically test your metal with some rats. Yeah, ready. And there's actually some cats here who are just not doing their job.
Yeah.
You'll see I get a Peasley 1 XP for a rat. It's not really worth it. But the reason I'm in here is because you'll notice item.
Yeah.
Certain things to collect in here. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. But a silver ring in that one. At the moment I've got plenty of inventory space, but one of the things you can do is if you're filling up on space is you can wear the rings just to give you that extra space if you're not wearing anything in that point at all. So we did work out that pickpocket and hiding shadows work, so the helmet is not going against my thievery skills here. Select all, although I don't need it, I've got one character. I'm just so used to pressing select all because I'm used to having more than one character that it's a habit.
It's probably best left to me.
Hey,
Hey there, Felix Lightfinger. I see you're up early this day. So what time is it? Well, your father Gran asked me a strange favour. He wanted you to learn some fighting and asked me to be your teacher. So I hope you brought your staff with you. Actually, I've got a longsword now. Hostile creatures in red circles. You can use quick attacks. Blah de blah de blah. Yes, alright. You can get pause during spacebar and then think about your attacks. Alright. So you can attack this guy, but then this guy's going to start whacking you with a bow. So you best just like going after this guy first. Yeah. Well, you're quite a fighter. You should talk to the gate warden if you want to experience group. No, we already like sodded off the gate warden. We didn't really want to learn how to fight in a group because I know how to. I'm going to quick save. I don't feel like I'm in danger of dying, but you know. Temple of Ogmar. So temples will give you temple services, and basically you can do several things. You can get healing. Most of the heal spells you'll gain yourself later on. The only useful stuff really is remove curse if you were stupid enough to put on a cursed item, which you shouldn't do because you should be identifying every item before using it, and raise dead just in case one of your characters is killed. Now 100 gold coins, gold pieces sounds really cheap for raise dead, but it will rise in price depending on the level of your character. So the higher level, that price will go up astronomically. You can donate money to the temple, which will increase your reputation, which will lower prices at shops, but the goodier you are, the more likely evil people will just straight up attack you. The more evil you are, the more good people will straight up attack you, and it'll cost, in most shops, a better reputation will mean a lower price, but not always, depending on who owns the shop. You can get potions of healing, etc, etc. I don't need any of this stuff. I might need one of them later. And then you can identify items that when I find a magical item that's unidentified, I'll show you. If you don't use this item, you lose the team from then on. If you don't use what item? I didn't get you there, Viga. Which item? Yeah, well, basically what happens is, I'll explain it a slight bit more. So what'll happen is if I have more than one character, if your main character dies, game over. That's it, right? You'll get a death scene, that's it. If one of your secondary characters dies, there are ways they can die fully, and this is the issue, right? If the character dies, the portrait will turn grey, all their items will drop on the floor, which means you have to pick them up, and then you have to come to a temple and you can raise them from the dead. There is ways to lose characters permanently, and the two main ways are petrification, because that's just nasty. You're petrified for good unless you have a stone to flesh scroll. I don't even know if you can use them. It's been a while, so I'm not 100% sure on that. And a critical hit. And you'll see it later on, because a critical hit will literally... actually, do I have that turned on? I should do. Gore, yes, gore's on. Critical hit will just cut your body into a load of pieces, which basically means you can't raise the dead because you're in lots and lots of pieces. So yeah, it's bad if you get hit by a crit. You're permanently dead. This is the Temple of Ogma, and in D&D, Ogma is the god of wisdom and knowledge, if I remember rightly. Great thing about this is I've got my D&D books here, and if I'm unsure, I can look it up. Ta-da! But Ogma, I'm fairly con is because these are all about wisdom and knowledge. Ogma is the god of wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, Ogma, god of knowledge, neutral. Fair enough. It's a neutral god. So, yeah. So, this is the cow, and this is Dreppin. And if you remember earlier, Hull said he had a potion. Philidia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay, there beside the cow. If you could run it over to her, then come back. I've got some plans for you. So, why Philidia has left her book inside the hay, nobody knows, but there's a lot of fan fiction about it. And one of the best ones that I really like is there is a joke that Philidia and the stable boy, Dreppin, hatched having an illicit affair, or an illicit rumble in the hay, so to speak. So, yeah, they were having a little bit of fellatio or a bit of, rumpy pumpy, and she dropped a book during it. So, hey, at least Dreppin's getting some.
What do you need?
Too bad Nessa is being sick. I need to get one of those potions from Hull. I've already got the potion, thank you. That's alright. And I get another 50 XP and Dreppin's count. And I lose an item, which is the antidote potion. Yeah. So yeah, Philidia has been a bit of a naughty, bit of a naughty girl. At late night, she's getting a bit frisky in the stables here with Dreppin. Which book? The D&D book. This is the most recent edition of D&D. So this is the player's handbook. For D&D, so yeah, you can get this from any really good bookstore. I don't know, you'd have to ask what country you come from, Vigard, because I get this from Wordery, and it's quite a good price at Wordery, but I live in the UK. I don't know if Wordery is available in America, but you can get them off Amazon. Amazon definitely have them at a decent price. So you get the player's handbook. There's the Dungeon Master's Guide. And knocking my mouse about. I'll just pause this sec. And you get the monster manual. And to begin with, to really play the game, you will need the players. I'm from Brazil. Probably I can find it with a good search here. Yeah. I think Amazon's like all over the world, and I know that they're readily available on Amazon. So, yeah, you should be able to find them. I think the hardest thing that I find is finding a group of people who are willing to play. Where I live, there's not that many massive D&D fans. But you only need this book and really the Monsters Manual to begin an adventure. You can get away because there are a few monsters in the back of here as a real beginning stage, so you could start with this, but you won't get very far until you have the monster manual That's what you need. When you've got a group together and you wanted to dungeon master it, this is a really good book for beginning dungeon masters. I'm not too bad because I've done quite a bit of DMing before, but it's got everything from how to create a campaign, creating your worlds in your head, or you can use their world, different planes of existence, so the astral planes. I think that's the elemental planes. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I don't know the best quality of the camera there. And it gives you character themes, how to create NPC characters, how to create towns. It's got a load of random encounter things, so you can just roll dice and create random names. So it's even got a like list of names for taverns. You can just create a tavern name without having to think of one. It's brilliant. And then it's got like a massive list of magic items and stuff like that you can use. And in fact, the magic item list is quite extensive. And then at the end, it'll give you monsters by challenge rating, depending on how high your characters are, which you can refer to the monster manual with. If you've got any questions about the pen and paper D&D game, don't hesitate to ask. I can explain it as I'm playing through a bit. That's not an issue. I'm not I wouldn't say a master, but I like to think I know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's carry on. So yeah, we're not doing too bad here. We've got 108 gold. We started with 170, so we've nearly recouped as losses from when we started and what we spent.
Hello.
So that's cool. I'm gonna use one of these books to lean on. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, I sit on my couch. I like to be quite comfortable as a streamer. I don't have a gaming chair yet, so I find the couch far more comfortable. Oh, goody goody, I found you first. You are the ward of Ryan, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? Oaken, are you still there, mate? Nice to see you. Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I made it my mission to end your life. Alright, thanks.
Face I will.
These guys are fairly simple, although if you're playing a mage or something, they can actually do some fairly bad damage to you early on. You can actually be killed. Ooh, that's a bit weird. Bit of a glitch from the fire there. Kind of like, don't know if you can see that on the stream. So this is a Warhammer, and I'm going to keep that for now because I don't think it's quite as bad in this game, but there are certain creatures in D&D that can only be attacked by either piercing, slashing or blunt weapons, and that's classed as a blunt weapon. The mailing service, I'm quite good because I don't have it, but my friend has Amazon Prime, which basically means I get next day delivery for a lot of stuff. So what I normally do is go, mate, orders that, I'll give you cash, and he orders it, and I go pick it up from his next day. So that's really useful. I think that's one of the beauties of Amazon Prime, really. You cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in the eyes tell you there's something wrong. You can lie to Pada and say that it was a cat, but she kind of gets the idea that, you know, why would you lie? So, there was a man, he was horrible, he smelled like the stable, you tried to kill him, mate. And then, child, equip yourself and go join Gorion. Well, that's what I'm doing, but I want to sort out all these little bits of side missions. Getting a little bit of XP now, not much. And this is Philidia. This is, you know, the girl that likes to rumble in, you know, rumble in the hair.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. Have you seen my copy of the history around? You know, a bit of fresh air, and I've been so absent-minded. Yeah, a bit of fresh air, bit of rumpy pumpy is what you've been up to, love. Oh, my book, where did you find it? I found it where you were like literally getting it on with Dreppin. Take this little gem of mine. Oh, thank you. A lynx eye gem. Ooh, I could sell that for a bit. Oh, if you right click you can read about the weapons. So this does 1d4 plus 1 crushing damage, or as I like to call it, blunt damage. They changed the names back in, this is 2nd edition D&D, so the names are a little bit different than what they used to be. So that's cool. And then we're back to the start. Before I'm going to go to the inn, we remember that there was an elven mage by the name of Firebead who wanted me to fetch a scroll for him. You pick up the scroll in here. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, here he is. I will, but I need to sort out that scroll. If you want to listen to this.
When shadows descend upon the land, our divine Lord shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. So saith chaos will be sown from their ashes. So saith the wise Elon shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage. So saith the wise shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage. So saith the wise Alondo. Upon the lands, in the our divine Lord will walk alongside us.
And that sounds so weird, but actually, what they're talking about there is a prophecy from a guy called Alandra, and it is actually very poignant to the story of this game. But there'll be more on that later.
I'll see to it.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Yeah, the books, as I was about to say, Viga, the books are really nice, and I really like the quality of them, and they're not that expensive. I mean, this says it retails as $50 in the USA, which I don't know what that calculates in Brazilian money, but I got it for what's called £20 in the UK, or £22, so that's not too bad. Definitely have a look around and search around, because some places will charge over the odds for those books. I'm going to sell the Warhammer for now. I don't need the crushing blunt damage. I can't sell the spells, but we're going to keep the spells because we're going to have a mage soon.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Yes, okay, thanks for the scroll. And you're going to cast a spell on me. Oh, thank you. So now I have protection from evil. If any evil things try to attack me, I should end up with a little bit of protection. 120 raising it. Yeah.
I'm willing.
I'm not. I don't know the currency conversion rate for, like I said, for raise to pounds. But if you were to do a currency conversion from 20 to 25 pounds to what it would cost in raise, that's the kind of price you should be paying for the book. You shouldn't really be paying any more than that, I don't think. I did find that there were a couple of places, because they import the book in, they were charging quite a higher price. Now that is weird. That should be blue. Damn it. Oh well. I may have to change the colour depth at some point. I think that's to do with the 32-bit palette that it can't handle. Oh well. Oh no, that looks awful. I'll sort out later.
Hey, it's me, Emmoen.
Like $50 each. Oh, the free book. No, it's per book. So, yeah. It's per book. So, $49.95. $49.95. So, $50 in America. But like I said, I paid like £22 a book. So I got quite a good deal on. So this is your childhood friend Emmoen, and little one. I'm not much younger than you. I don't know how much younger she's supposed to be than you. I don't even know what thing. Yeah. Sorry about that, Vega. I disabled links. I can. I will at some point switch them back on because I don't get that many viewers and they don't really post any links that are bad. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know how much race it is, but yeah, that between £20 and £25 is what you should be paying for each book. You shouldn't be paying any more than that. Obviously, I don't know how many people in Brazil have that book stocked. Right, that's why. Yeah. Try again. So that it may cost more because there may be importation, but Amazon should give you the right price for it anyway. Alright, get the message. I'll ask you if you can go with us. Yeah, Garayan would never allow it. Yes, you're right. So yeah, this water's supposed to be blue. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to quick save. Close the game. And just reopen it when I change the colour palette. Because that water's kind of annoying me now. So bear with me a second. Oh, it's still green. This is the problem with older games. I'm going to assume that it's something to do with my graphics card itself, and I will look into that later. I don't know why it's doing that. Although it's still saying its colour palette's 32. Let me just try one more thing quickly. If I can't sort it now, I will deal with it later. It's not the worst thing in the world. But I do want my water to be blue. There we go, blue water. How old am I? I'm actually quite old. Go on, I'll let you guess. Have a guess. I am 34. Yes, so I'm getting on a bit. Those crow's feet are coming. Starting to get those wrinkles, but no grey hair yet. Good there, I've got no greys. Happy about that.
I hope this is worth it.
You can explore up here, but I can't remember there being anything of any structure. But I managed to make my water blue. Hey. No, 34. But I probably said that after you typed that. Twitch delay. If you are into D&D and you want to start playing it and you struggle with people in your area, I'm not sure if you've heard of a website called Roll20, and it's basically a collection of D&D players, and they play online, generally through Skype and stuff like that. It can be quite hard as a new player, because you have to find a group that accepts new players, and as most of the groups are American, time zones can be an issue for when you're available to play. But as you're in Brazil, I would assume that your time zone, because of the time zones, kind of marry up with America. So I presume, is Brazil Central Time? I'm not sure. It's in the middle there somewhere, so I would assume Central. Well, anyway, this is Gorion.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
It's falling down. Oh dear. Isn't that receding? Yeah, luckily I've got a full head of hair. In fact, too much of it. So, to the point where I actually need a haircut at the moment. But yeah. One of those things, innit? I want to know, look, right, so you're saying we need to leave Candlekeep. But as you know, Candlekeep's quite, like, I'm going to say this place is a fortress, although 2 people have attacked me in this place already, so... Please, Father, tell me where we be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that I will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. But what could possibly harm me? It's a fortress. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible for our safety and that of our friends here. In fact, 2 mosquitoes have already made it through Gorion, to be fair. I do struggle sometimes to say these words. As we're in summer, we are GMT time +3. Alright, so +3. Eastern time's +5, so you're not that far off it. Yeah, so you'd have a better chance. Some groups of new players to log, as you described. Yeah, so you'll find it an easier time marrying up with American time zones than I do, because I'm between 5 and 8 hours difference. So if they start like at 6 p.m, right, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At earliest, it's 11, 12ish. So it's nearly midnight where I am, and you know, if you've got a job, you can't be staying up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to play D&D, and that's the kind of awkwardness. So I have that struggle where I have to look for UK groups. There's nothing else that I need to do, so let's get ready to go. So we're going to leave Candlekeep.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I'll explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
Right, so it looks like we've been ambushed. I'll let you watch this sequence, it's quite cool. The armoured figure, I thought you weren't here right at the start, I don't think. So he is in the first cutscene. He's a mysterious figure, but you haven't really lost anything.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I am sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Luckily some of this game is voice acted, so I don't have to do any work here.
In cactus.
Get out of here!
And Gorian's a bit of a badass, to be fair. Watch this. He's one hell of a mage. Like, he took down like 3 guys in that ambush.
The dawn
3
is
people.
especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorian cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorian had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorian's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorian mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, if you're interested in getting in D&D, then like I said, the Roll20, I think this will repair it. I think this will repair what? Did I miss something there? Anyway, yeah, so if you're interested in getting into D&D, that's a good way, but the only issue with Roll20 is they kind of expect you to know the rules of D&D already. So, for instance, there's not a lot of people there that'll just start somebody who has never played it, because it's a bit more awkward to play D&D over Skype and stuff if you've never played it before. They assume that you're not supposed to... God, even I don't know every rule off the top of my head. I mean, even I have to refer to the books, fairly regular, and I think most DMs would do. But, yeah. So...
Hey,
Oh.
it's me, Emmowen.
Emmowen followed me, and how could you have known? I accidentally read a letter. Yeah, accidentally. Emmowen's a thief, by the way, by nature. And so when she means she accidentally read a letter, basically means she snuck in and read the letter. But we won't be using her as a thief for very long because, yeah, she's not necessary as I'm a thief. Right, yeah. Good point. 1 second. What the hell happened there? I only just noticed that because I was using... Right. Let me reopen it. Just bear with me a second, I am working on it. God damn it, what's happened there? Ah, right. Just a quick question, Viga. Did that change from when I changed the water thing? Or did that happen as the cutscene happened? Damn it. What the hell happened there? God damn it. Balls. Right. How do I solve this? I'm going to have to stop the stream, kill OBS, and yeah, start again.